do another Choices. I got a role in that, but that we haven't started filming for that yet. And then I just auditioned for another one called Blood and Soil. It's like a back in the day, like way back in the day, like Miss Jane Pittman days, kind of. And it's like, yeah, I auditioned for that, and I think I got it. I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm trying.
You've been a little busy.
Yeah, I'm trying to be busy. This year, 2026, I'm trying to meet new people and step out the box and just, yeah.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So what do you see coming up later for you? You're gonna do more stand up or more acting? You're gonna branch out?
I really want to do.
You want to write a play?
But whichever way it goes, I already got the name of the play.
Okay.
I got the name of it. I already know, but just waiting. I mean, something that nobody did yet. And if they get it, I mean, it won't be my words, even if they name it the same thing, But either way it goes, I think, but I feel like I'm still doing. I'm in plays. So I just recently did one with this production. It's called The Prodigal Son. Okay. So Jeffrey Lewis that plays in Tyler Perry plays stuff. He was in that one. We did it twice, and the first time it was like the audience like stood up. It was like for when I came out, whatever. And then the second time, the director asked why was they clapping for the devil. But I didn't take it as them clapping for the devil because I played as an adversary. Okay. I didn't take it as them clapping for the devil. I took it as them saying I did a good job. Everybody did a good job. And right. And then it was like, I guess my humor side came out. It's not like they took me as a lightweight, the devil. Had a couple people come up and tell me if they were not saved, that they would get saved the way I did it. But I was told to make the audience hate me. So that's how I did the first time, right? So the second time I did it, I kind of got switched up a little bit. I didn't really get to do it the way I wanted to do it, but it was not my play. I had to do what somebody says, right? But I still got the same response. People that I didn't even know was there was sending messages telling me, hey, they was there and I did a good job and this and that, whatever stuff. And I really enjoyed doing it, but I did have to do a lot of praying because some of the stuff I was saying and, driving down the road practicing and you, and no. So I had to pray this stuff because I'm like, I didn't want to get my spirit on it. That's what the devil is like for real. And so, but like I said, either way it goes, I like what I do. I do audition for a lot of older lady roles, but one I got the one in Choices. I was told I'm a Gigi, so I'm not a grandma. So I'm like, I can do the old lady walk now. He's like, no, grandmas nowadays ain't even 50 yet, And so but I'm trying to. I don't want to. They say if you start doing something, you get stuck with that role. My thing is, it's a role. It doesn't. It doesn't really matter. I know I can't go in there talking about I'm 20 years old. Whatever.
Yeah, but, you want to stay in your lane.
Yeah. So and that's necessarily an old lady, but I'll be 58 this month on the 23rd. So I think I'm doing good. But I just want to. That's what I want to do. Something that's. I don't want to get so caught up that somebody tricked me. Or get caught up in some stuff that I shouldn't be in, because I know my thing is I don't desire to have a sea of people screaming my name. I don't desire that. If that comes, fine. If that comes, fine. I just want to make a living. So if I can make a living by making you laugh or entertaining you, fine. If it ain't but 10 of y'all, that's fine. But if it gets that way, but I do not want it to be, I don't desire somebody to be out there screaming at me when they should be like at a ball game, when they should be, praising God for it. So, but yeah.
Well, it started out as a hobby, but it's moving. So you never know. Yeah. You may get to that point. Don't ever say you won't get to that point because
it's fun trying.
Exactly. Exactly. So do you ever think you would do something if you were offered a role that's kind of like out of your comfort zone or that you had to use profanity? Because if you ever were to come across a role that, paid pretty good, but you had to step out of your comfort zone and had to do some of that or had to do something you wouldn't normally do, would you do it? How would you handle it?
Okay, so when I first started doing comedy, I was told that, or knew I was doing comedy, right? I was told to go ahead and decide what you would or would not do because you will be approached, right? So now with the adversary role I did, on one of the plays I did before, when I read the script, it said, I think it said something like, I think it was DAM.
Okay.
Right? And I looked at it and I'm like, okay, if I say what they got on this paper, they gonna expect me to say it. So when I read it, I was like, dang. And that's how I left it. And it had the same effect.
Yeah, it
right?
has the same effect.
It was dang, and I left it as dang. Okay, so when I did the adversary, when I looked at the paper, basically I'm playing the adversary, and then there's a part where the dad asks the son, say, "Are you serious?" And I come out laughing, and I say, "Serious as hell." But I'm talking about hell.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody, oh, that's a cuss word. But so to me, I don't even say. Anyway, I don't walk around going, "What H you talking about?" I say H. But if I'm talking about hell or heaven, I'll say that, right? So that wasn't a problem. But you're talking about if somebody want me to say one of them words that they talking about is in the entire paper.
Yeah.
I'm be honest, and let's say God knows your heart.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say anything you want me to say, as long as it's not nothing blaspheming against God, like GD.
Ooh,
I'm not gonna say
like that word.
I'm not even gonna say nothing close to it. I ain't gonna say what they say. They say got dang.
Yeah.
It's too close for it. I'm not saying that. But anything else, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, I will.
Yeah, because it's work and it's action.
Yeah,
but that word there, GD,
because it to me
something about it.
Yeah, because you can now in the Bible. I read the Bible where it says God will DAMU that part, but putting it together like that, I don't know what they mean by it, but they know it's a strong word, right?
A word I don't ever say.
But I feel like cuss words are words.
Yeah, they are.
It's the meaning behind them. Because we were taught that SHIT is a bad word, but how do we know that when you say dookie, that dookie ain't the bad word? Right.
How
So
do we
it's the
know?
word. It's a word. So but yeah, I would say every last one of them, but that one. Say it with the quickness. You ain't paying my bills. If this gonna pay my bills, you say I'm sold out. All you, whatever you want to say. But yes, ma'am, I would.
But it's just, I guess it's just your choice,
right?
Because like you said, God knows your heart.
Yeah, but people will take when I say God knows my heart, I mean if I sit here and lie to you and say, oh no, I wouldn't say it. God knows I'm lying, because yes, I would. I would. I already know I would. But now, as far as a role of me, like some old
dark role,
anything evilish, like now I did the role of the, like I said, the adversary or whatever. But anything where I got to put on like a lot of blood, like my eyeball, I don't think I want to do that, because I don't watch stuff like that. But as far as like they talked about how which I didn't know that Queen Latifah was married to a lady, which is her business. But when she just set it off and it was like, oh, that kiss looked too real. I don't want to do that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to do that because I don't want, I don't even want to be where, cause I don't want to have to defend myself going, I didn't do it, but they did it with AI and make it look like I kissed, because I don't condone that stuff. So I wouldn't do that. But yeah, in that cussing, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Well, accomplished actors and actresses, if they're off, it's up to them whether or not they want, because a lot of them won't do it. A lot of them will not, and they'll tell them, no, I'm not going to do this. How about if we do this? Or, I'd rather do this. And I noticed that a lot of them now, whenever they kiss and they're like doing like the closed mouth kiss, especially the ones that are like, they're married, both of them are married, and they're like, okay, I do a peg, but that's all I'm gonna do. Yeah. They won't, and I think it's great now that they get that choice, that they can say, I'm not doing this or that. Okay, so we all know you can sing. We've heard you sing before, so are you going to incorporate any of the singing into your stage persona and into some of your jokes or whatever? Because we all know you can sing. Okay,
so I already do that. But what I do is it depends on who I'm doing the comedy for. I switch it up. Like for the jazz was a little bit splash comedy. I didn't do any because it wasn't the songs I do are church songs. So that wouldn't fit there. So I switch it out. But I guess I could do some jokes with the other songs and mix.
But you probably could have done it then.
Yeah.
with the audience,
probably, I do that sometimes. But when I went for the audition for the last movie, everybody had the same. I guess they wanted to see how all the women had the same role. It wasn't even the role I went for. It was like a younger role, whatever. But see how you would do it. And so when I came out waiting, and I heard somebody there singing. So I'm like, oh, this singing. Another person singing. I'm like, wait a minute now. I said, my mama said, and I said, somebody said I can sing. They was like, who said? So my mom, I said, I'm just playing. I said, I don't like to tell people I can sing. I said, but I can sing without cracking whatever. And so they were like, okay. So they had like maybe like 15 more people. They actually took me back in there to let me sing. So I did John Legend's So High. I love John Legend songs. I did that. So I don't know what they gonna do with the singles or whatever. But I let them know. I said, I can do some of everything. I said, I can cook, I can bake. And the guy was like, I thought cooking and baking was the same thing, but it's not. Cooking and baking is not the same thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah, no, it ain't.
No, it's not.
Yeah. So I said, I can do a lot of stuff. I tell people, don't assume I wouldn't want to do that part. Ask me, because I probably can. There's one guy, he was like, can you rap? I was like, yeah. He was like, he said, can you bake? I was like, yeah. He go, oh, and he was giving me something to audition for that was on Netflix. Something. And so my thing is, don't assume that I won't do it. As far as, or don't know how to do it. So, like we was talking earlier about the bathrooms, as long as you give me the gloves and the stuff to clean it with, you don't let it be caked on for a long time now. But I clean up dishes. I'll wash dishes. As long as I guess, yeah. But I don't have a problem with helping do whatever needs to be done. So, and who would have thought that I would have a bald head?
I know, but you wear it well.
And the reason I say that is because in school, when I had hair, it was nappy and short, and people come up with your bald head, stuff like that, right?
I don't even remember your hair being short.
Oh, it was. Who would have thought, or afro about this, whatever. Who would have thought that I would embrace what I was? Thank you. Exactly. Yeah, it's helping make some money too. Yeah, but I have alopecia, and so I just got tired of just I took care of my hair that I had, but some people don't. I got so many people that sent me pictures of them. I deleted them once I came out with a bald head. They were showing me that they really want to, but they were scared, but they weren't taking care of their hair. Mad at it with stuff. But I had high hopes that mine would grow back, but it didn't. But it stopped. I still got my hairline and all that, but it just And so I use it in my comedy now. People that don't know, I don't tell them, But if they do know, they're like, okay, she runs with it. I might do it. Might not do it this time, take it off, whatever. But I use that in there. So but yeah, I cut myself save money. Like I said, the wigs that I do have, I got them for the comedy. I bought a wig the other day that was I did a tribute to Esther.
Okay.
Church dressed like Esther. He looked like, and my nephew like he how you doing? He's like, you're my granny, but yeah. So I did her, and they had to guess who it was. But stuff like that, or if I'm going somewhere that's really, I guess, upscale, and I feel like I want to wear a
little hair on.
Yeah, what I'm doing coming out, I do that. But this is it.
It's just an accessory.
Yeah.
We have options.
Yeah.
We can wear, I call them portables. I don't call them wigs. I call them portables because they're portable. You take them on and off.
Yeah.
It's just like putting on makeup, earrings. We have options.
I said with my head coat.
Your head coat.
I said my head coat. I had to put a coat on it. But yeah.
Well, see, that suits you. Your hair shape goes with it, though.
I did a filter on Facebook one day, and I asked, and I ran across the other day, and I was like, matter of fact, I didn't know the person, the voice of the person. I knew the person. I did a like you can do a video and do it with like a little use the audio. The audio is Bettina DuBose. Yes, and I had to click on what it said, and it says bald or no, and it's her. What basically she's like bald or no. It's her voice. And I'm like, oh my god, I didn't know that. And so it said bald or no, and so the filter's on there, and it's even though I had hair, it showed me like I look now. And some people saying yes, some people saying no, and some people are there. Oh, I was crying when you cut your hair. What you were seeing was a wig. Because my hair, when you did see my hair, I had to put tracks up here or whatever. And so I won't be crying. Yeah, I'm good.
It's just hair.
Who's that? India Reese said, I'm not my hair.
And that is so true. It's just hair.
And then when I saw Jada Pickett, that was, like you said, thins. There's different types of alopecia because you got ones that got the bald spots. Mine didn't bald. It just it started out with like a part and just kept. And just
oh really?
My hair didn't come out nowhere else. Just
wow.
And so that's why people, I ain't got no alopecia, but yeah, I think it's hereditary.
Because there are different forms.
Yeah. Yeah.